Here, Abbas.
So that's AHMED ABDALLA, 24 years old, Egyptian-born. And Amir Abbas.
Your judges for this contest come from Sri Lanka, Colombia, Serbia, Morocco, and Egypt.
So Abbas in the blue, Abdallah in the red, and everybody at ringside just taking a bit of a breath after what we saw in that previous fight. And Lukalu's given us two absolute bangers. His first round fight was terrific, all even going into the final round, and well, more of the same there. So a bit of a shame to see him go, but Jafarov advances to the next stage. And can these two give us something similar? Here's hoping so. That will not be on their agenda. Their agenda, quite simply, is to get the win by any means necessary. Physically, there's a big difference between these two. Look at the height difference. AHMED ABDALLA towering over Amir Abbas. Decent combination there from Abdallah. That's what he needs to do here, Abdallah, with the height and the reach that he's got that goes with it. He can just dip those knees, just to drop that height a touch so he doesn't have to punch down so much, and then just fire off that jab right hand. Abbas has got to find a way around it. This is exactly what you need to do against an opponent of this kind of stature, because you can box the fight at a range that he can't really do anything with. But you have to be consistent, and you have to keep the volume high, because as soon as it dips, Abbas will look to find a way forward. The bell went in the other ring, and they thought it was for this one. That would have been a short round. Again, just popping the jab well, cuffing that right hand on the move. And there's not too much that Abbas can do with this at the minute. He's just got to try and keep the pressure on and hope that he gets to Abdallah at some point. But there wasn't much that happened in that opening round to encourage him, to be honest. And more of the same will be the instruction from the corner there for AHMED ABDALLA, because that's exactly the right way to fight an opponent like Abbas. Couple of 10-8s. It was a clear round win.
Seconds out. Round 2.
He's just a little bit hesitant, Abbas, because he knows what's coming when he moves forward. And there he is again. He just sits down on that 1-2 nicely. Just needs to keep pumping out that jab. Sounds straightforward. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do for 9 minutes. Right hand into the body and then steps off. Just trying to gather himself a bit here, Abbas. I think he's getting slightly demoralised, to be honest, because that jab is nice and sharp, and so is that right hand. He's got to try and move that head on the way in, dip that head on the way in. But he's been hit pretty hard quite often into the final minutes of round 2. And that's going to take gas out of your tank. And again, there, nice combination from Abdallah. I think there's a finisher here for him. He could get the stoppage here, I think, if he wants it. Maybe not in this second round, but he's working Abbas over, who's just beginning to show a few signs of someone who maybe doesn't really want to be in there. He steps forward and throws a right hand into the body. And a look at Abbas there. I don't think he's got an awful lot left in the corner. Might want to have a bit of a think about this. He's looking out of the ring. He's breathing heavily. He's a mile behind. Could be some 10-8s in there. I'd have given that one 10-8, I think. There we have it, the 1-10-8. So that's 2 in total from Egypt. A 2-point margin with 3 judges, 3 points with another one, and 4 points with another one. If I was in the corner here, I'd have a look at the first minute of this round, see how it went, and if it's more of the same.
Third and final round.
And if it's more of the same for Abbas, then I think I'd get him out of there. I think I'd save him a further 2 minutes of it. Trying to let go with the hook, but he's just never been able to get close enough, and that's credit to Abdallah, because we've talked about this quite a bit over the last 3 days. You see a fighter with the natural tools, or the natural tools that can come with the height and reach that Abdallah's got, fighting somebody of smaller stature who's got that strong upper body, who you know will be dangerous on the inside with hooks and uppercuts. And to control a fighter like that, you need to do exactly what Abdallah has done. Exactly what he's done. Which is just use that jab and that 1-2. And he's maybe going to try and be a bit more expansive in the final round, but he's just never let Abbas into the fight at any point. And because he's neglected the jab and 1-2 a little bit in this final round, Abdallah, it's made it slightly easier for Abbas. I think if he just kept pumping that out and landed something nice and crisp and clean, the referee may well have jumped in for a standing count, had a look at Abbas and decided, OK, let's call it a night. No slapping, says the referee. Again, just getting that left and right working here, Abdallah. He's showing some courage here, Abbas, because he's taken plenty and he's still in there. And I think he'll be a happy man when he hears that final bell. Just being cuffed around the ring at the minute. There's not very much coming back, and he leans in, tries to get a hold of Abdallah. Abdallah obliges him very, very briefly, then pushes him off, chops down with the right hand. And the towel comes in, and I think they could have done that sooner, to be honest with you. I think they could have done that about a minute sooner and saved him that, throwing it in 20 seconds from the end. I didn't feel there was any real need to send him out for the third round, honestly. I did say that at the time, that they should have a good look. And he's absolutely spent there. He's shown us some serious cojones there, Amir Abbas. But I just don't like seeing someone left in there to soak up punishment when the fight's gone, the fight's over. He couldn't win. And you have to make decisions based on what is happening in front of you in real life, not what you might want to be happening. And a Rocky-style comeback was not going to happen. That's a good performance there, though, from AHMED Abdallah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by abandonment in the red corner, representing Bahrain, ABDALLA Amir.
So, win by abandonment, that's how it's described when the towel comes in, when the corner pulls a fighter out. That's a good performance from Abdallah. He's got good tools. He's got good tools. 2 more fights coming your way in this evening session. 2 more at middleweight.